the dangerous, despicable Donald Trump.
And no problem being a feminist. If any guy is uncomfortable in here at that stance, I hope you never get laid again as a punishment. I hope you just masturbate on the ballot this fall. And, which, by the way, is a vote for Trump. Anyway, so
Gets crushed by comedian Steve Hofstetter, a talent you should know.
The George Floyd thing, that was all set up too.
How was that set up?
That police officer didn't have his knee on the neck.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
Incredible. Hofstetter knows it all too well.
And by the way, before anybody freaks out, yeah, I'm not going to vote for Trump because I'm a rational adult. And what the why would we do this? Why would we do this? And I don't want to offend any Trump supporters here, which is why I'm telling this joke with words. So...
The man they love said it himself. Trump loves the poorly educated.
You don't look good. He said you don't good. He said you don't look good.
On this front, Hofstetter had a theory.
Okay. And I also truly don't understand that. I don't understand. A gay person that is a Trump supporter is like a Jewish person who's like, Hitler. Okay. So like a Jewish Trump supporter. Exactly.
Essentially voting against their own self-worth and their existence. It's spot on. On the former president.
So okay, I don't like Trump. Yeah, correct.
If you had to say one good thing about the guy, what would it be?
If I had to say one good thing about the guy, what would it be? He's 72 years old.
Hofstetter offers the best he could.
And so we need to break up the means of controlling the citizenry. I want an unruly, uncontrollable American, we the people.
And on this human cicada.
Your favorite memory? Oh, hold on, wait. Let me see if I can write one on the spot. Let's see. There once was a man named Ted Cruz. Who routinely performed to booze. He one day at high noon, he fled to Cancun. To get away from all use.
Hofstetter wins again.
Governor Abbott has a good idea. He's going to take a bunch of charter buses and send them to D.C. I like the sound of that. Now, he says he's going to send them to the U.S. Capitol. I would kindly ask the governor to also consider sending them to Kamala Harris's house.
On Texas Republican Dan Crenshaw.
Do you make fun of the one-eyed pirate as my congressman?
Do I make fun of the one-eyed pirate?
Dan Crenshaw.
Dan Crenshaw, yes. But here's the thing, I don't make fun of him for the way he looks.
Not at all.
Yeah, so the one-eye
There's a
thing...
lot of other stuff there.
No, I understand that, but the one-eyed pirate is what you led with. So I would encourage you to be like, hey, can you make fun of the draconian idiot that is my congressman? That would work more. Because it's not the problem that the problem isn't that he doesn't have an eye, the problem is that he doesn't have vision.
Hofstetter shows grace with his own comedic twist, something we need more of.
As I tell people, my dad fought 76 years ago in Europe to free Europe of socialism.
World War II was fought to defeat the Nazis, who were fascists.
Fascism.
I mean, a senator should know this.
Agreed, but he doesn't, which is why.
Oh, are you uncomfortable? Oh, then vote. And not for Tommy Tuberville. Are you insane? How in the ever-living... You guys elected, like, well, what are his qualifications? Be like, he's a football coach. Be like, was he a good football coach? Actually, no. No, he left every program he ever worked with worse than he was when he got there. He, in fact, probably violated a whole
whole bunch of different sanctions, and yeah, now he's our senator. You're like, why is he your senator? Well, he doesn't touch kids. That's a step up, right? As far as we know.
Hofstetter performs these jokes in Alabama.
My favorite TS song is definitely going to be Trouble. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. That's me. Bye.
On this grifter.
What's the most bizarre fact I know about George Santos? There are no facts about George Santos.
Hofstetter preaches.
I'm 100% pro-life. I fought Planned Parenthood and we stopped the sale of baby body parts. Thank God.
I'm one of the most despicable members in the Senate, Marsha Blackburn.
And not for Marsha Blackburn, but I wouldn't vote for her for a condo association. How the is she a senator?
They don't want conservative values. They're the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender who want to change our culture. They're socialists who want to change our way of life. Putting man above God.
And the likes of Roy Moore were also in the comedian's wheelhouse.
What do I think about the trash pandas? So the minor league baseball team, are they here? Yes, sir. So your team is called the Trash Pandas now. What?
We voted for the name.
Oh yeah, no, I know Alabama votes for Trash Pandas. I'm aware. I think the team was named for Roy Moore, and he does like the minor leagues.
Please head over to Steve's YouTube channel. We will leave a link in the description box below to check out more of his hilarious content. In addition, check out a show of his coming to a city near you. For all dates, visit stevehofstetter.com. You can also check him out and support his work on Patreon, Twitter, Facebook, and his book. Yes, the man who writes and performs jokes for a living is an author. Check it out if you can and if you are willing. Before we get into it, if you can, please do become a channel member. Go to youtube.com/TYT Sports, click the join button to support our work, and or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can support me on my socials, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Appreciate it as always. There are a few takeaways, and it is this. Number one, if you go to a comedy show, I would hope you are aware of who that comedian is. It seems a theme for a lot of these people was, oh, we're just gonna go, and we're not going to do our own research. See what I did? The second is he says that he has a lot of progressive politics, which I also see. At one point, he mentioned a member of our network, Ben Glebe, who you could check out on Rebel HQ. And the third is this. I truly believe that he has shown throughout his sets humility and grace. And I'll tell you why. There is one clip that we didn't put in for time purposes, but maybe we will in a follow-up. And it was this. When a female member of the audience yelled out that Hofstetter was stupid because he said, I was a Bernie supporter and then he lost and I moved on and now I am voting for Hillary Clinton. And she said stupid, and he immediately stopped what he was saying, turned to her and said, what's stupid? She froze up, suddenly not as proud for what she said. And then maybe a person she was with or a man in the audience decided to say, I'll talk for her. And Hofstetter said, no, she can talk for herself. She's a human being. She yelled something out. Let's get to the bottom of this. He tried railroading again, and Hofstetter stopped it. And then he would point out in a recap video, rightfully, that there's a lot to take away here. Number one, you're calling a comedian stupid. This is their job. This is their career. This is quite literally what they train for. So already you're at a huge disadvantage. And then she wanted to name call him. And at one point during that exchange, he said, well, tell me what you think was stupid so I could react to it. And she goes, really? And he goes, well, yeah, I want to know what you think is stupid. Like, it was so shocking to her that a comedian would follow up. If they're holding the mic, don't go after them. It's really quite simple. And the last is, it felt somewhat offensive that a man would continually talk over a woman and try to claim the moment because he likely felt she couldn't defend herself. There was a lot there. The second part of the grace and humility is when someone in the audience, as we played, opened up with Dan Crenshaw and called him a pirate, the one-eyed pirate. And instead of doing that, as Hofstetter eloquently put much better than I can here, is you don't have to essentially go after him and his physical appearance, because he does not have an eye, but he doesn't have vision, which I thought was just so brilliantly well done overall. So check him out. He will likely be in the city near you. And as always, support progressives across the board, because I believe that is still what our network should stand for. So kudos to Steve. Kudos to all y'all for watching. We'll see you next time.